Hello guys, live from the allotment. I was hoping I could do this in portrait. Not sure I'm going to be able to do this. On this tripod. We'll give it a go. Well, I really don't. No, it's not. That's not stretching. Okay, bear with me a second. I think we can do it this way. Unscrew that. There we go. Hopefully it's all working and you can hear me. Oh, just took a picture by accident. Didn't mean to do that. Right, hopefully somebody will come and join us on the live. We don't need lights on. Got no green screen. Retouch. Not bothered about that. Got a robin on the top of the gate. And there's also one that flew over my head. He's just in that hedge next to him. Or her. There he goes. I'm digging, so that's why they are here. Welcome in. I hope you are all alright. Sorry there's been no video on here for a while. This is probably going to be the new look. I'm probably just going to go live when I'm here. It's just easier, isn't it? I hope you're all having a fabulous Saturday. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. If anyone can hear me, please do type in the chat. We'll give you a quick tour on how the allotment looks. So from what it was to what it is, if you followed from the beginning, then it looks a bit different. As you can see, I'm just digging over here, which is my potatoes. I'm getting them out. They've been in there all summer. I'll show you them in a second. This is another bed. I've got garlic to plant today. I'm going to uncover this and dig it over. I went to dig it over in the summer and it was too hard, so I couldn't dig it. If anyone is chatting, I cannot see any messages, unfortunately. But we'll see how that goes. Please do give it a follow and a subscribe and a like on the video. That would be awesome. It does say there's 12 people here, but so yeah, we're going live from the allotment today. I have no means of testing to see if it actually is working okay. But yeah, I'm just literally gonna have you follow me around for a bit. Dig up the rest of these potatoes. There's potatoes in here as well that will be dug up in a few weeks. And yeah, we'll just casually carry on. I'm going to put you at the top here next to the apple tree. Look at these apples. Hey, are you all right?
I am, thank you. Yes, are you?
Yeah, I'm just live on YouTube.
Oh.
So these are apples that we believe are Granny Smith's. I can't 100% guarantee it, but we think they are. So what we'll do is we'll just plop you and hopefully you'll be able to see okay once I'm digging. So I will also show you the weeds out of this little section. I did that section the other day, but this section I did here, this is all the weeds I've got out so far, and that's it. I'll show you my method later to how I start a new bed. In fact, you can see it over the back, just here. In fact, let's take you over there before we put you down and start. So here, I literally just turn it over. I don't take any weeds out or nothing. I just turn it over and then let the winter hit it. And then I plant in it. So this kind of still looks like it, but that's the siding that I've took out because that's what I'm doing with all the beds. So they raise up a little bit, but it's just easier when I mow it. So thank you for the like. I can see that I've had a like, but I don't see any messages. I don't know how I'd get the messages up, if I even can. Oh, there we are. Natalie, hello. And Storm Gamer, Fire, hello. How you doing? So I can see. So I will come and catch up with chat in a second. I do appreciate you being here. And we're just going to finish digging out these potatoes. As I say, this is probably going to be the new the new way I do this, because recording videos and then editing them, I've got 2 videos that I've just not edited. One because I'm trying to get a video from YouTube that I've already put on, but you know. Right, let's carry on. So as I say, these have been here all summer. These were the first earlies. And it's just full of bindweed. So let's see what we get out of this one, if anything. So, as I say, so these are the ones that have been here all summer. They've started sprouting again, but you just pull them off. They'll be absolutely fine. The best way to store potatoes, if you're not going to eat them, is leave them in the ground. Can I have a shout out? Craig, Cornwall, hello. Welcome, I hope you're well. I hope you're having a great Saturday. But these have been in all summer. These were first earlies, so they went in May, somewhere around there. And I've just left them in there until I want them. So the ones behind, you can see the stalks, they're potatoes as well. They were main crop, and they will just stay in there for another week or 2, and then I'll grab them out before the frost gets here. But yeah, we'll just carry on. As you can see, the weeds come out dead easily. Like if you go around on Facebook and stuff, everyone's telling you to do raised beds because it's easy. To be fair, like obviously there are people with medical issues and stuff like that probably couldn't do this, but you know, most people probably can. And once you've dug it over the first time, it's pretty easy. Yo, Team Burner, how you doing? Welcome in. Do you guys have an allotment? Let me know what you've grown this year and if you had a successful year. Like, some of the size of these potatoes are brilliant. Literally just putting the fork in and dragging it up, raking up the potatoes. I did see a potato here somewhere. fact, let me just go close the gate. Stop anyone coming on, not knowing I'm doing YouTube. As you can see, it's just breaking up so easily. As I say, remember at the very beginning I didn't de-weed at all, didn't take any weeds out. And these are all the weeds I'm getting from the first year because I let the winter hit it. The frost will kill the roots when you turn it over. Now look at those, absolutely gorgeous potatoes. They'll keep for a while. Let's have a look at the chat. Feel kind of bad for you that nobody watches your videos? No, don't be silly. That's fine. It's all part of becoming a YouTuber, isn't it? Do you have an actual job? Just asking. Kind of sad if you don't. Yeah, I'm self-employed. Some people call that not a job, but it is a job. I do eBay and Amazon. Yourself, you got a job? Kind of sad if you don't. And actually, people don't watch my videos as much because still a kid. Got ya. I think we're all kids at heart, but so you won't have an allotment either then. But people don't watch my videos is because I don't upload enough. Although people have in the past. We'll bring you a bit closer over here. So I'm coming down the last row of potatoes for this part now. In fact, the seed potato from this lot, that's all that's left of it. It's just a husk. All right, no problem. Cheers for popping in. Really appreciate it, my dude. Size of these spuds. Look at that. It's a beast. Look at those. It's a Sunday dinner right there on its own. Don't worry if you do see some weeds from there. This will be gone over again today and taken out. I believe that's probably going to be all the potatoes. I'm sure I put 4 rows. I'm sure I put 4 rows in, and I took a row out before a few weeks ago. Oh, there's one. Wow, biggest one yet. Look at that. It's a monster. I must have put 5 rows in because there's potatoes here. So I've gone through that one with a fork, but I'll wash it off and boil it anyway. A lot of people throw them away. Absolutely brilliant spuds. Wow, look at all those. I think that's the most I've got out of one group today. So just pull the eyes off as you take them out. These, marvellous. Right, we'll come up this last line. And this one's really just to get the weeds out, because I think we've probably got all the potatoes, although I said that last time. There will be potatoes still in there. You never get all of them out. But they will come up next spring. Then you can either take them out or leave them to grow within your other crops, depending on what you put in there. Well, I thought that would be all of them, but I must have put more in here than I thought. So these really bright white roots, this is Japanese knotweed. No, it's not. Don't scare yourself. This is bindweed, the one with the white flowers on. To be fair, I didn't struggle with bindweed. I had a bit, but nothing that was going to worry me. These potatoes have just got bigger and bigger. Right, I'm going to call that there for that potato bed. I'm going to go back over it at some point. And this is all the potatoes. It's a lot of potatoes. There's a good weight in there. Probably a good 3 kilograms. I am now dripping because it's actually quite warm today. So I'm going to go grab myself a coffee. So let's go and have a coffee. And we'll have a chat. Let me just go get my chair out. My shed. I don't know what happened there. My phone went into rest mode. Appreciate all the likes. 7 likes, that's incredible, thank you. So I'm just down here today, just digging a new bed over today, digging those potatoes out and digging that bed over. I've got to go help a fellow allotmenteer cut their hedge, well, cut the rest of it. I've already started that. And just a general tidy up. Now it's that time of year where everything starts dying down a bit. Just behind you over there's a pond that I dug out in the summer. On the hottest day of the year, I dug that out. And I've marked out where the new polytunnel's going. I've already purchased that, that's at home. It's a 2-man job to get it even in the car, it's so heavy. I don't know how I'm going to get it here, to be fair. But with a will there's a way, isn't there? Always a way. We have a trolley on site that I'll probably use to get it from the car to here. I need to cut this hedge as well today. I've still got a shed that needs building as well, which is a metal shed. I was going to take it home, but it's too big for the garden. It's 7 foot and the fence is 6 foot, and we don't think the neighbours would like to see that sticking out over the top. Although we see their shed, they've got an 8 foot shed, so I don't know. Let me know if you've got an allotment. Just taking a quick coffee break while we have a chat down on the plot. We've just dug out all the potatoes out of one side. So if we've got the same again in the other side, they're not going to be as big because they went their main crop. So I don't think they'll be as big. But yeah. Please come on in, come say hello. Don't be a stranger. Please do hit that like button. I don't know what the title reads because I didn't set it. I don't know if there is a way to set it, to be fair. What's the plus button at the bottom? I don't know what this is going to do to you. Start a poll, start a Q&A. Nope, don't want to do that either. But once I've had this coffee, I'm going to disappear. Cold and well today on my plot. Oh, is it? Welcome in, the fisherman. How you doing? So I'm really warm-blooded anyway, like super warm. So I don't even get cold until probably December. The housemate hates it because I won't put the heating on because I'm just too warm. But I don't know what the temperature is today here. I'm in the Midlands, so I think it's probably about 12. just took out my potatoes that were my first earlies, and I just leave them in the ground until I want them, because that's the best way to store potatoes, and just leave them in the ground until you want them. Obviously there's a cut-off point because they start coming up again in the spring, like they've already started sprouting, but I just pull them off. I've got some absolute beast of potatoes, about 3 kilograms in weight. But for saying they're first earlies, there's some really big ones in there. The only downside to leaving first earlies in the ground this long is when you do cook them, they go white because of the starch and the sugars in them. But that's fine. If I cook them a bit sooner, then they won't do that, but it doesn't bother me. But I've got another crop of potatoes to take out as well at some point soon, before we get a frost, like a solid frost. I think some places have already had one frost. Have you had a successful year on your plot? So this plot, you couldn't even see the floor when I took this over. You couldn't see where the path was or anything. In fact, somebody came on to look at it and nearly broke their neck because there was a hole next to the gate that I filled in now. And I've had a minor 2 months running because it's not 75% cultivated. But that's a video that's coming up when I can get the video footage from an old video. But it's gorgeous here today. There's a few people around as well. I came last weekend and I was the only person here. And we have 54 plots on here. It's big. And I was the only person here. Couldn't believe it. But I hear a few people around today, and somebody walked past and said hello earlier. It's just nice to see people coming down. These are the days you want to be coming down, to be fair, because it's easy to dig. The ground's got just enough moisture and not too much because of the dry summer we've had. So easy to dig. Like, a lot of people go the no dig route now, don't they? I've got a bit of both. I've got some raised beds just over here. As you can see, the cover on that one, that's got lettuce in. No, that's not got lettuce in, that's got not chard. I can't remember what it's called. It's got something in anyway. You don't want to be seeing my shed. Unfortunately, I came down and found a dead squirrel. Sad to see that. Really sad to see. I hate finding dead animals. Talking of a squirrel, there's one right behind. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. We have parakeets here now as well. I've not seen him, but I've heard him a few times. Autumn's definitely setting quick this year, hasn't it? Trees are nearly bare already. That's before we've had any big storm in the autumn. Well, here, I know Scotland got battered, but we didn't really get any here in the Midlands. Look at the trees, they're looking bare already. I know it's October. So this is how the allotment's starting to look. So that's the bed I'm going to dig today. And I'm going to dig that like I dug this one. So I literally just flip it over, and I'll flip it over again when the frost starts to hit, and just let the weather hit the roots, and they just kill it. So that's what I did with all my beds. You can see there's still a few weeds on there, but I've got to go through there and get them out now. So all I do is flip it over and let the winter hit it, and then I go over it again when I go to planting it, and I take out some weeds that I find. You're always going to leave weeds in, aren't you? But that's all the weeds that I got out of this little bed. Well, I say little, it's pretty big, but they're only the weeds that I got out. Pretty impressed. Even though on my minor it said that weeds were taking over my beds, they weren't. And this is the haul of potatoes. I've got a haul of apples to take as well. So these currant bushes did nothing this year, so I'm going to leave them next year and let them do their own thing. But I'm going to clear them out a bit better than I did this year and maintain it. But again, I'll wait for the frost to hit the grass and kill it off, and then really get in there next spring. I'll show you the pond. Unfortunately, it looks a bit hazy. It's got something on the top, and I can't quite work out what it is. Looks like ash from a fire, but I haven't had a fire, so I don't understand where that's come from. So these are my raised beds. That's got some lettuce in there, and then that one is ready for some soil. But I won't lie, the raised beds definitely don't do anywhere near as good as the ground itself. Like, the lettuces over there have all done really well, but 4 of them in there died straight away. So I don't really understand what's going on there. But yeah, thank you to everyone that's popped in and said hello. Really, really appreciate that. We've been going 40 minutes, so I think I am going to pop off and carry on my daily chores and get the allotments starting to look a bit more ready for the winter. Hoping we're going to get a skip as well, but no mention of that yet. But yeah, right, I'm going to leave this one here, guys. Thank you ever so much for coming and saying hello. Really, really appreciate it. And I will catch you all in the next live. You stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Take care, guys.